Petrol stations, they're all over the UK. Today we're going to be spending the next 24 hours eating only petrol station food. Let's see how we get on. There are so many scattered across the country, providing a variety of interesting snacks, hot delicacies, and delightful beverages. But how hard is it to travel around and find something that is actually healthy for you? We set ourselves the challenge of visiting as many petrol stations as possible over the next 24 hours to see if 1. We could discover as many of these secret healthy meal options, 2. Determine if there are any low-calorie choices, and 3. Rate these petrol stations based on a strict criteria. Here's the rules. 1. We must give an honest rating of the quality of the food. 2. Value for money. Was it actually worth it? 3. How's the food actually taste? We'll then rate each petrol station on a scale of 1 to 10 to see how it holds up for convenience, choice selection, and overall value. Starting off with our first petrol station, I'm going to go for the lowest calorie option. It's probably going to be a Black Americano. Well, let's do an espresso macchiato, why not? We'll start with the coffee. Probably next thing we're going to have a look at is protein bars, snacks, see what there is here that they have that is actually a good option to go for. Thoughts on pre-packaged protein snacks? Biltong. Interesting. £1.85. Guess we'll try some of that. So these YouFit protein drinks are only 22 grams of protein per serving, 2 for £3.50 or £2.35 on their own. So I reckon we'll go salty caramel chocolate. Start off with these, see how we get on. It's not exactly a snack, but it'll fill us up. Cool, thank you so much, mate. It's great, thank you, brother. First meal of the day, see how we get on. Starting off with coffee. Can't really go wrong, mate, honestly. Espresso's naughty. Let's go for some biltong. Protein wise, it's a 20 gram bag, which means it's 10 grams for the whole serving. Looks like someone's dead skin, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Right.
I'm actually not gonna lie, that's pretty good. But obviously that's kind of expensive for a small serving.
Oh my god, there's literally none in there.
It was like half the bag.
Not even that.
Protein drinks are absolutely everywhere. YouFits are brands everywhere. It's in Tesco's and all sorts in the UK. We're gonna start off with salty caramel, get that out of the way. 22 grams of protein. Honestly, that's actually quite nice. Chocolate. That to me tastes more like a typical protein drink.
Yeah, it tastes like fake chocolate.
Yeah, you know, like that like powdery texture.
Yeah.
This is really, really small. We'll probably be told we're not allowed to be filming here, but super small Tesco. We'll see what they got. Something like this. High protein chicken tikka bites. What do you think? 8 grams of protein. What should we go for? If it was you, what would you pick? So after looking through the sandwiches, it looks like 314 calories for a tuna sweet corn sandwich on the meal deal, the mini savoury eggs, and then some kind of low calorie drink, or obviously a water would be way healthier. Hello, mate. Just those, please. Great. Thank you so much. Interested to see whether this stuff is actually any good. Tesco meal deals, they're going to be everywhere. We've gone for a tuna sweet corn, some mini savoury eggs and a water. Let's see how we get on. Water. Hydration is actually going to really help whilst you're driving around the country. If you're driving around the country and you find a local petrol station that doesn't have an amazing selection of food, just read the calories on the packet. It sounds so stupid and simple. Starting off with tuna sweet corn sandwich. Once again, it's not very appealing, but we're going to get this one out of the way. See that boring floppy little thing? What is that? Oh, you can't go wrong. Just a bang average sandwich. Next one we're moving on to is the mini savoury eggs. Now, if I'm honest, I actually don't like stuff like this. I find it's way too pre-processed. If I could just get some boiled eggs, then I would, but they didn't have any there. They're dry. Oh, they're dry.
It looks difficult to eat.
Oh mate, I'm not over exaggerating for the video. That was dry. Honestly, 194 calories for each pack. There's 4 of them. These would be quite filling. Protein generally is going to be the first thing that you eat. It's going to be the thing that fills you up. It's going to be the thing that keeps you satiated throughout the day, as well as a balance of some mixed fat. So there's a little bit of fat in there from sausage meat, for example. So we've got an Esso garage here. It's got a Morrison's, it's got a Greggs. Let's go check it out. High protein snacks that are low in calories. Luckily, this has got a Morrison's inside of it. So once again, Morrison's is a supermarket here in the UK. A bit like Tesco, it's going to have a nice selection of relatively high protein, low cost, healthy snacks and alternatives. So let's see. First thing that brings to my attention, this petrol station actually has healthy food, which it must be a local one to a residential area, because obviously it being like a shop as well as a petrol station is like a win. So you're going to find more selection basically. Luckily we've got berries. So if this was me on the go, I'd go for raspberries and blueberries. $2.50 each, high in volume, fill in, vitamin C. Now people are gonna hate me for this, but I came across this and I thought, why not? I have to say something. Sure, no, I'm not endorsed by them, but if you're on the go and you want something that's okay for the calories, this is like a 5 out of 10 in terms of choices, I would say, for something that's relatively filling. obviously we want to be eating actual foods rather than just drinking everything, right? Baby bells. I feel like these ones would be the best ones to go for. So we've got our bits and bobs. We weren't allowed to film as much in there. Powerade. I was going to go for coconut water because I feel like it's way better for electrolytes, but it was very, very expensive. That's cold. Next up, we've gone for Baby Bells. Would have preferred to get the lights because they're better for the calories, but regardless, finding something that's high in protein on the go isn't bad at all. So right now, I'll probably do a couple of these, a handful of raspberries, and I might have those later on and we'll see how we get on. Bring back old school memories, look at that.
I thought you were going to break the cheese.
Almost broke the cheese.
The whole thing? That's illegal.
Moving on to raspberries. Now, this says 80-gram portion is 1 of your 5 a day. I don't know where they get these stats from. I'm not gonna lie to you, can't go wrong with raspberries. Finding fruit and vegetables that are fresh inside of a petrol station is actually really rare, so we're quite lucky to have found that. Obviously, if you're on the go, you just want something healthy, try and find a petrol station that has a supermarket chain attached to it, like an M&S or like somewhere that is, they're gonna have more selections there, obviously. So let's talk about costs. All of that cost me £7.15, which to be honest, isn't too bad. That's obviously 2 drinks, a whole pack of Baby Bells in there as well. I think you have 5 or 6, pack of raspberries. I don't think it's expensive, but you would probably spend £4 on coffee somewhere. So ultimately it is all down to just making smart decisions, really. Generally speaking, they had a good selection. They had a little coffee Costa express machine. They had the little Greggs outlet inside of there. They had frozen food. They had a nice selection of drinks in there. Yeah, I'd rate that like a solid 7.5 out of 10 in terms of the scale for petrol stations. Agree with that? 8 out of 10? I'll meet you an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for that one. Happy. As you know, we've come to Green Service Road, which is my closest petrol station right here. I'm gonna go inside, check out, see what they've got. If they have got anything, let's see. Not bad. Not great. I think the video's so to make it interesting, we're not going to get any fresh stuff. We're going to try and find the best low calorie thing we can get. After about 10 minutes, we've happened to find 10 calorie yogurt pot. Oh, these look alright. Something like this looks healthy. I just wonder if it actually is. Let's just check it. Dark chocolate, 70%. Right, that's a bonus already. You know what? I'm going to get these and then we're going to actually read them in the car and learn about whether they're actually good or not. What we're going for. See if these are any good. 87 calories per serving. I'm interested to see it's plant protein though. So we've got 2.8 grams of protein per serving, 87 calories per serving. I don't know if they're actually going to taste any good. For the sake of the video, we're going to go for this stuff, so we'll see how we go. So it's getting towards the end of the day, and I've said we've gone for the Hippies chickpea crisps, Creative Nature Madja balls, a little 10 calorie jelly. See how we go. First of all, let's try and eat this without a spoon. Should have thought this through. Look at how runny that. Look, what is that? What even is that? You want to try some?
No, you just sucked the life out of it. On my seat!
Now let's go savoury before we go sweet. Let's try these out. I think these are just chickpea, if I'm right. Sweet and smoking, plant protein. Interesting. Obviously, when it comes to crisps, you're ideally aiming for something that's baked or lightly fried, if not fried at all, right? The perfect word. You want something that's popped, I suppose. I don't really know what that means. I think they've got a better texture than Wotsits, which is a massive thing to say. Not in terms of flavour and overall texture, but I mean in terms of the crunch. Moving on to Creative Nature, these Madja balls. Dairy-free dark chocolate-coated cereal balls with a hazelnut flavouring. 154 calories. Then we've got 5 grams of saturated fats, 1.3 grams of protein, which is not great. Dropped at least half that portion. Little mini Maltesers. Ooh. Very got a Malteser texture, but overall vibes from today has been really, really interesting. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure to subscribe. Check out all that good stuff. There's a new video up there, so be sure to do that. We're trying to make these fun videos, educational and entertaining, so keep watching along. We appreciate you. We'll see you next time.